It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Brady going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Patterson. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First
1st down. Check 59. 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 Check
first down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down by
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Bears' 23-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Brady has complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Antonio Brown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Here's Brady. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The ball carried by the running.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
That's a 45-yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Foles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively. All kinds of options. Quick pass out to Miller. Not much there, only a yard.
Anthony Miller. A gain of a yard. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Ndamukong Suh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Foles. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 6-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Quick slant to Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45.
Here's Foles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check, 45,
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 12, Brady.
2-yard line.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from the 20. And the Bears have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Buccaneers 9.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check 59. Regular. 59. Mike. Check. 59. Hey, check. Mike. Check. 59. Watch us look.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 13-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Again, it's Brady. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, it's Patterson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 2nd and 11 now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of
the Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 3rd down, Patterson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
There's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime, and you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go, great. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Now Foles. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Montgomery, the ball.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a 2nd one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.